Danielle has, even as a teenager, had a very good head on her shoulders. And I think she always realized that the most important thing is to find somebody of good character. She was never sort of someone to like go for the bad boys or any of that sort of thing. I didn't have to sort of give her warnings about the type of person to avoid because she actually knew what she wanted. She knew probably better than I could possibly advise her. And so she was very careful in her dating decisions and I think acted very responsibly, which allowed me to sort of step back and essentially not be directly involved.
Danielle, how could you help me out here? All right. How should I approach this as my only girl growing up? Hopefully, my three boys could be my bodyguards there and all that. But what's the best way for me to handle this when my daughter gets old enough to hit the scene?
Yeah, so I actually got married fairly young. I got married at 22 and I'm 25. So I met my husband now when I was 18. So yeah, it is kind of crazy to think that, we were friends for a long time. We were actually friends for a couple years before we started dating. And when we first met, he was kind of interested, but I actually wasn't interested in dating anyone. When I got to college, I just wanted to kind of make friends and focus on school. And then, a few years later, we dated. But I think that honestly, probably just kind of laying out this idea that, you're a valuable person. I think that I always had a lot of confidence in knowing that whoever the best guy is out there, who's the most God-fearing and the most all of this, like that is the person that I deserve. And I think that some girls unfortunately have very low self-esteem and think that, no one's gonna like me, no one's gonna think any of this of me. And those are the girls who unfortunately say, okay, I'm gonna kind of settle for someone who's not a good person and that kind of thing. So I think the confidence aspect helps a lot. I've definitely known a lot of girls who struggle with that, and it's very hard to get through to them because they just don't have that inner sense of, I get my confidence from God, I get my confidence from knowing that He has a plan and those kinds of things. So I think it really has to be rooted in, what the Lord teaches us, and also being okay with not ever being with anyone. I think that was something that I decided in high school, which is that if I do not meet the right person or that's not God's plan, then I am never going to be with anyone, and I'm cool being alone and doing, things for God and kind of being a missionary for the Lord. But I think that if you're kind of like, I have to be with someone, then the mindset can sometimes get twisted into just kind of, going for whoever is there, whichever guy is not the greatest, but maybe compliments you a lot or something. So I would just try to, root them in God as much as you can. I think that's probably the best thing because that will, stay with her forever. And then hopefully she can have that confidence.
Yeah, I'm going to brace for impact and thank God right now that I have time to wait until I'm down that street. But